Hello and welcome back to another video of Animaniac. Today I talk about Isekai anime, and the Isekai anime we're gonna talk about is called Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skills. This is a very unique and interesting Isekai anime. I mean, there have been multiple Isekai animes where there have been multiple heroes summoned, and some of them are weak and they have been cast aside. I think there have been instances like obviously Arif Furitra from the commonplace to the world's strongest, where he was neglected and then betrayed by his classmates and the cast aside. Root of evolution, he was a weakling and he had no friends. Then the Horizon of Shield Hero, where he was the accused and stuff like that. So there have been animes where there has been the third wheeler, or there has been the person who has no superpowers or unique superpowers that have been unrecognized by the people. The recent anime which had this kind of concept is called Failure Frame. There's no new season to it, but you understand the basic concept is like less powerful is cast aside. Well, this is an anime which is on more chill side of things, where they're not like completely thrown off. Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skills, or Tondemo Skill, the Isekai Uroi Mesh, is anime where person is an office worker and he gets pulled into this guy circle where he's been isekai to another world along with two high school students. The two high school students are the heroes, where this guy is the guy with no magic affinities and has no blessings. Also at the current time, the only skill that he has is cooking skill and his online grocery skills. You might know that this grocery skill stuff, or this online, or this kind of stuff where two worlds connect, is been used in a very few animes, and there's a recent very recent anime that kind of used this same thing. Like the whole anime is based on the middle-aged person the middle-aged has online grocery skills or something like that. Yeah, the daily life of a middle-aged online shopper in another world, basically. And this guy is not exactly a middle-aged guy, but pretty young office worker who has been summoned to another world with no powers. I mean, technically his power is on shopping, which is basically useless in another world, at least at the starting it looks like it. But this can come in handy because he is passionate about cooking. Obviously, it's not a completely cooking anime. It's not an anime like this, like he's just making dishes day and night. There was one anime with a patisserie or something, where patisserie was reincarnated and he starts making cake in a reincarnated world, or like sweets in a reincarnated world. There have been animes where there is restaurant from another world and stuff like that. There have been fantasy animes like Dungeon Mesh, which is about dungeon cooking and stuff like that. But this anime in particular is nothing like that. It's just him cooking daily life stuff, like the things he learned from television and living alone, because he is an independent office worker, and I think his grandfather was the only person that was the last person standing, and he passed away before he got transferred into this world. So he has no one to go back to, and he is the only person in his household that is living. So he's had to do all his stuff alone. So he started cooking, and he is very decent at cooking. So he uses all the years of him practicing cooking, he uses it to cook food. And on his journey, while he's striving to run away from this particular country that he was getting into, because he feels like he might get robbed into the political agendas and stuff like that if he were to find out he can summon stuff from another world. So he basically tries to run away, and while in his journey he meets this what's it called, great wolf, no I forgot what's it called, a Fenrir, yeah, a mythical beast called a Fenrir, and he befriends this beast using his food cooking skills. Basically, he was cooking for the party, he was escorting him to another city, like country or city, and he on his way encountered this Fenrir, because this Fenrir got drawn in through his cooking skills. And while he was cooking, he fed this Fenrir, and this Fenrir is like, oh, if you can feed me this kind of delicious food every day, we could make a familiar contract. A familiar contract in Isekai world or in fantasy world is basically contract where he commands the beast, basically, or it's like his pet kind of stuff, basically, pet contract, basically. So this Fenrir goes into a familiar contract with this human, and then the journey start of trying out different dishes, him cooking different dishes, and him gaining power through this Fenrir, because he's regarded as a beast tamer, because he has a big Fenrir to tame according to the people. So people look at him as a powerful person person, and he is trying to live in the shadows and build this peaceful life where he can just go through and travel different cities in this fantasy world and explore stuff. And it's a beautiful light-hearted journey anime. It's not like super like hyped anime where it's like super overpowered or super underpowered. Like yes, it doesn't show a harsh journey, basically what I'm trying to say. It shows a very chill, very calm atmospheric journey with a little bit hiccups, and his journey with his familiars. Like he gets multiple familiars along his way, and he gets blessed by gods later on. But that's not important because there's nothing like to be shocked about. But he is pretty like equipped by the mid of the anime. But it's all about goofy moments, this silly comedic skits going on between him and his familiar, and his interaction with the world around him, and him trying to traverse and stay low-key and under the shadows in this world of fantasy which he's completely geeked out about. So that's that. Anyways, if you really like my description of this anime, you can definitely check out this anime. The name of the anime again is called Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skills. Tondemo Kill the Isekai Furio Mesh. I'll just write down the name and you can see, and I'll also put on the poster so that you can see how the picture of the the poster of the anime is. If you're living in United States or places like that, you can definitely find it on Crunchyroll. If not, it's available on Aniplus Television, Bibli Global Television, Catch Play, or Sushi Roll. And if you cannot find these channels in your respective countries, you can always check out Muse Asia. They have the whole series in the YouTube as well on Muse Asia. That's that. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. Hope you found this video interesting and entertaining. I'll try and work out to make my videos more interesting and engaging. And if you like this kind of videos, let me know in the comment section below. If you have any opinions or any suggestions, any criticisms about the video, do let me know in the comment section below as well. And appreciate you all. Have a wonderful evening. Take care, stay safe, and peace out.